welcome to Intraday Trade Analysis 1. I'm going to be doing this for some extra review. You're going to get to see, the trades I take in live time. Sometimes you're going to get to see, my thoughts during the trade. It's just going to be a lot better than text, but I'm also still going to do text. But yeah, let's get right into it. So on a $1,000 paper trade account, I made $355 or so with 2 trades and 4 contracts each. So let's go ahead and hop right into the first trade, where it was this head and shoulders trade. All right, so at 9:54, I took puts on the break of the algo. I took them about right here, and I sold 2 for $142 each right about here. Note that I bought them at 135, 4 of them. I then protected another one about right here for 155, and finally, after my runner having planned to go down to here but stops at break even, I just ended up selling it about right here for 159. So that brought me to a total profit of 58. It was a 10% trade, good entry, good exit, nice runners. So I'm really happy with that. On to the next trade. All right, so a few things I learned for this trade was that, these huge volume spikes are great for protecting puts. I protected my puts, as you can see in the live video, right about here, and it was really quick. I got a good fill. It's the same for buying puts. You want to buy on the green candle. Unfortunately, I couldn't do that. I had to take on the break of the algo, still getting a good entry. And I just protected quickly. You have to protect quickly. You don't know what's going to happen. We could, hit green right here and head right back up. So I protected quickly twice. The first trade was originally going to be a one and done, but I noticed Eric post something in the Discord. So I saw this in the Discord right here, and I decided, one more trade. I'm on a paper account, might as well get the practice. So I was looking out for the magenta algo break. It was instructed to grab liquidity on the channel break, so that's what I was looking for. And at 12:56, I took puts right here. Now I took 4 contracts, and stops were literally right here. Luckily, with those 4 contracts, for my risk to reward ratio, I'm able to up my risk just a little bit more, and I took 4 puts on the break. Now, it took a few minutes to drop, but it finally did drop. And I bought those puts for $108 each, 4 of them. I instantly protected right here. And then 2 minutes later, so I'm always protecting half on these trades. So I protected half about right here, and it shot right back up. But I was still in profit because of the protection right here, if not break even. So I wasn't worried. I still had my stops normally set and all that. It ended up going back down, and I took a more profit right here, 1 extra contract for $134. So I bought these at 108. This is 134 right now. That's already a nice solid gain. And I just decided I have a runner. I'm going to set stops at break even, and I'm going to let this ride. I'm probably going to try to get it down to orange if I can. It's going to be a good risk to reward trade. I had 1 runner left about right here, and I just decided, I want to hit orange. I'm just going to set stops to break even. So this was at 4:36, and 30 minutes later, after adjusting and following the green selling algo, my stops would be right here. They wouldn't hit. It just keep going down. And eventually at 4:32-ish, I sold my runner at $433.50. So that's about a $2.50 move I caught on my runner. So I originally bought the trade. All 4 contracts each were $108. I sold my runner for $360. So I made about $250 just on my runner. My one runner made me about a $2.50 move, which was about $250 profit. So on a 500 so on a about $450 trade, I made $250 just for my runner. Now these runners ran 250% 0 day to expiration. So the reason how I was able to hold them is because I kept adjusting my stops. You know, if it was right here, my stops would be above orange, you know, right in the middle. So if you look at that, the risk to reward ratio is amazing for these runners because I had them about right here after I scaled out my other 3 contracts. And so originally I wanted to hit orange or so. Me entering, you know, right here would be that'd be a 13 risk to reward ratio because this would be break even if I sold. Now, of course, I probably wouldn't go to break even. I'd probably come down a little bit, like $10, $20 before I hit break even. But I just kept adjusting my stops and it just kept going down. So I followed, you know, the green algo and rode it all the way down 250%, $2.50 move. And that turned my risk reward ratio to 1 to 26, 1 to 27. So that runner made me $250 on a $450 investment. That's just one contract out of the 4. One contract made me 250. So that's the power of runners, you know. The other contracts made me about $50, but that one runner, you know, 4x, 5x the profit. So, you know, runners are huge in trading. That's what I learned today. So those were the 2 trades for today. I ended up stopping right there. I was still, you know, doing some charts and stuff, but those were the 2 only trades I took. All right, so today was a good day. About $352 profit, as I said, on a $1,000 account. I only used maybe $800 or $900 of that, so that's about a nearly 45 to 50% gain on just this account. You know, it's a misconception that you have to in order to hit a 50% gain on your account, you have to over leverage, over trade, and all that stuff. And that is what I see a lot of people do. But that is not the case here. I used a very simple risk to reward and it paid off 250% gain on the contract with 2 trades taken. That doesn't seem like over leveraging or over trading to me. I just rode the runner. There's nothing wrong with that, and ended up paying off. So runners are very important, I noticed today. And I'm not the best at explaining all this stuff. I'll get better as the intraday trade review goes on. But, you know, I hope these live trades, me recording, trading on mobile and charting on mobile is so hard. And, you know, trading 10, 20 contracts, it's a skill. But hopefully you can see, you know, the trades that I took today, how I took them, what I was looking for, when I sold. You know, you can see all that. You know, a lot of people in the end of day review, a lot of people when sharing their trades, they tend to leave a lot of stuff out because, you know, it's embarrassing or they don't have accountability. But me sharing this video and me sharing me actually taking the trades, you get to see firsthand what's happening, the emotions, not necessarily in, you know, my mental state, but how that reflects on my trading. And I think it's good for everyone to be able to see that, because a person can talk, but is a person actually going to always do what they say? No. So the recording that backs that up. So I think that's really good opportunity to learn, so there's no bias. 35% gain on the paper trade account. I got to get to the cross practice and eat some Chick-fil-A, and I'll see you tomorrow.